All right, greetings and salutations to everybody out there in YouTube land. I'm your host once again, Dan Thornton, taking a quick little video breakdown, scouting report break, I guess you could say. Just getting here with some news came out about 30 minutes ago that Motor City Dan Campbell, the gambling man himself, the guy who's at least a big component towards the turnaround in the Detroit Lions franchise the last few years, and obviously on the cusp of being into the Super Bowl if the Lions win against the 49ers this particular weekend. The 101 awards came out, like I said, about 30 or so minutes ago. Wanted to take a break real quick and just get the news to you. Mcdc is the NFC Coach of the Year, and that's a big honor for not only himself but the franchise as a whole. I'm sure the team is going to take a lot of moment of pause and congratulations. Feel good about this because it's just another layer in the rebirth of this franchise. This franchise, which has been down and out for, really since in earnest, the end of the 1950s when they had the end to their historic run, winning world championships throughout the 40s, the 30s, and obviously the 50s. They won a few. One of the most dominant franchises in the world in all sports up until that point. Obviously, we all know the story. It's gone stagnant other than a couple brief moments in the 90s when the Lions returned some relevance. So it's just another layer, another proof that the rest of the world is recognizing what's happening over here in Detroit. The rebirth of not only the city, but also its NFL franchise cannot be denied. Chrome, yo, what's up with you? Bill, cool, it is. And it's not huge news by any means, but you know what? I figured I'd go ahead and get it out here. I guess it's Thursday. I know it's a little bit slower for me. Maybe other people are sitting around at work, whatever, just want something to listen to. Here you go. Not huge news by any stretch of the imagination. Robert, I'll say it again. Dan Campbell is the best leader of men since George Patton. That's a fair assessment. And it does seem like his players, current, former, whatever you want to say, love the guy. They run through walls for him. Sometimes I mention I don't think MCDC is an X and O coach or as far as an offense or defense, but that doesn't mean he's not intelligent. That doesn't mean he can't outthink a situation or problem. But what his strengths clearly are getting everybody to go in a similar direction. I know most of you probably know the term row the boat. I like to use with my team, pedal the bike. But I think we all get the point. He's someone that can get a group of individuals to think similar, go in a similar path, even if it means self-sacrifice, giving up something from yourself to help the whole. That's what he can do. And obviously this award is probably the first of many that will come his way and for other Lions, either faculty or players. DeMarco stopped the run and you stopped the 49ers. I think there's a lot of truth to that. One funky, yeah, William Clay Ford bought the team and put bubbles on the helmet. How crazy. We win a playoff game. And when we brought back the logo from the 1950s, yeah, there might be something to that one, Funky. Man, thanks for always updating, Dan. No problem. I enjoy it, and it gives me a quick break from work. So, all right, I won't keep you guys. Didn't want to make this a long video by any stretch of the imagination, but there you go. Motor City Dan Campbell, probably the first of a few awards to come his way and for the Detroit Lions in the postseason, etc. Robert, I don't see him slapping a player or shooting mules, but MCDC has unified this team like no head coach I've ever seen. Chrome, no worries. And Robert, I would agree. Yeah, I used to think the big buck Wayne Fonts was the best coach in my lifetime as a Lions reporter / fan. Monty Clark definitely needed some praise for what he did. Same with Jim Schwartz, Jim Caldwell too. Also, all of them up there. I just thought with Wayne Fonts, he could really get the locker room to rally. He might have had his downsides like all coaches do, but I really thought he was up there. But to your point, yeah, MCDC is probably now in my lifetime, again, as a reporter or as just a fan, probably the best one the Lions have had. All right, a couple more here. Thanks, Dan. No worries, Bill. Glad to do it. One funky. Dan Campbell is a modern day John Madden. Both were called head position coaches. Just had fun catch phrases. There's probably a lot of similarity to that. But both of them, I think, are going to be endearing personalities for not just the NFL, but for this particular fan base for a long time to come. All right, enjoy the rest of your days. If there's some other breaking news later today, I'll try to get it to you as soon as possible. Otherwise, take care. We'll see you on the next Lions Talk Live. And if you haven't yet subscribed, please consider doing so. Trying to make that push to get to 5,800. Talk to you soon.